Anywho, we're leveling crews. We're on our way to Baltimore. I'm going to start pulling up some Baltimore weather here to try and make sure I know what I'm doing when I get there. And I don't even know what runway is favored in Baltimore, but we can always try some things to find out. Flight aware. There's always potentially liveatc.net. So they've got Baltimore. They have an ATIS. They don't have an ATIS. They got a lot of Potomac approach. And they got, well, they have tower anyways. You guys don't mind. We're going to listen to tower for a little bit and just see if we can pick up on what runway they're using. Guys, out of your way. Just pulling up.
With 251, wind 040 at 6, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 15 right, Southwest 251.
Southwest 299, Baltimore Tower, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
15 right, line up and wait, Southwest 299.
Southwest 442, turn left at Delta, then contact ground, good day.
Left to ground, Southwest 442.
Okay, 15 right sounds like they're used for departures, so let's see if we can figure out what they're used for arrivals as well. The airport diagram while I'm trying to listen to it here a little bit here. Try to be as true to real life as possible there. Fresh 3 Nabs star.
Tango, current altimeter 3002.
Alright, so the altimeter is 300.
251, contact the semi-departure.
Have a good day, Southwest 251.
2. Alright, come on guys, somebody's gotta land there.
Southwest 299, wind 030 at 6, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Let's take off 15 right, Southwest 299.
The other thing we can do is we can flight away here. And I think we're going to have to roll that up. Baltimore, and see if I can see on the tracker.
2048, Baltimore Tower, runway 15 right, line up and wait, traffic crossing downfield.
15 right, line up and wait, Southwest 2048.
Too many arrivals in Baltimore for a little while, so it's going to be a guess. It looks like they're landing on runway 10. Those had the one arrival a few minutes ago.
Southwest 299, turn left heading 120, contact Pacific departure, good day.
120 heading to departure, Southwest 299 today.
Looks like he ended up landing on 10. So let's set up for that. Set up the ILS to runway 10. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit up the FMS and do that. If I haven't already, I forget what I set up. Did I set up 10? Oh, I did set up 10. Oh, beauty. Genius. Love it. Minimal workload required. Alright, let's get the numbers first for landing and then set up the numbers. My
15 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2048.
sounds like they're departing 15 right, landing 10. I had speed sheets with aircraft in there. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and set up the landing data here. So, landing speeds, flat 5 landing, so I think runway 10 is pretty long. I think those runways are pretty, yeah, 10,000 feet. So we'll do flat 5 landing. And what are we landing at today? Let's do that here. And one of the easiest ways to do that is on status page here. So status, We're at 30,480, and here we're gonna land with 30. 30,480. We're gonna burn about another 1,000, so we'll use the 30,000 kilo numbers. That'll be fine. So flat 5, 30,000 kilos. Talking to me. We're up 26. Alright, I'm gonna kill that tower. You guys don't need to listen to that anymore. Well, it's kind of nice to have something in the background. Alright, so let's go ahead. Landing page 126. We'll use 131. This one's really light right now. 150. Approach climb, and VFS is going to be 161. Alright, 161. There we go. Alright, so speeds are set. We'll say the distance is checked. And let's go ahead and check the arrival here. It's the plate to make sure we got it all in there. Alright, so we got Izzy Lego Grace dress. Rocky. Frisch. Middle stock. Stars. Stripes. Picking up on a theme here. Brave. And then white for some reason. It doesn't match the rest of the theme whatsoever. That all looks good. And then the ILS to runway 10. Yeah, that's all in there. Let's go ahead and set up its eyeball. That's correct. And we're going to go ahead and let us get work down there. Preview this. I gotta make this a zoomed in view. Alright, the inbound course here is 105. Minimum is approach 343. We're going to go ahead and set 350. Set. And that's about it. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the NOTAMs because I'm in America, so we call it NOTAMs. Just make sure there's nothing crazy out of whack here. Baltimore, Icons, everything's all wet Baltimore, that's fine. We can land on wet runways. Approach procedures. Really? Nav, ILS, and local bypass out of service. Today, 1400 to 1800. Really? You're going to take the ILS out of service. It's like 700 feet there. Really? But see, somebody just landed on 10, so we could do the RNAV 10, I guess. That's screw. We're just going to say that they cancel that because the weather's going to be really kind of lousy today. I don't trust this there. I don't trust this thing for simulator. I could RNAV approach here. There, that's all the NOTAMs we have. Let's check 10 pages as well, just to see what else is going on ahead. Here. Seven is normal gate. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're ready for a quick arrival briefing. So again, we're going to be doing the, let's see here. Alright, we're going to be doing the Trish 3 RNAV arrival. Can't see that at all, I know. Sorry. Trish 3 RNAV arrival. This is on page 10-2 Delta in effect the 23rd of February of 2018. Bold notes, radar required, DDI, GPS required, RNAV 1 turbojet only. Alright, and again, we're going to check out the fixes here. So we've got Izzy, we've got Lego, dress at 10,000 mandatory. Rauki at or above 9,000, Trish at or below 9,000, Stock at or above 5,000, Stars at 4,000, Stripes at 210 knots, and then Brave, oh sorry, Trish was at 250 by the way, Stripes at 210. Brave and Hoist, they continue on the 285 track, nothing else is fine. And from there, we're going to get vectors for round 2 and ILS or local runway 10. Yeah, runway 10, yeah, that's RNF Yankee. We could do the RNF Yankee, it's basically the same thing. We're just going to do the easy way today, so just not what I can do there. So, ILS runway 10 in Baltimore, 11-1. Thank you very much, Nabs. Track all over the internet. Yeah, it's called Google. So eyeball 1097. We got the frequency set up twice. The final approach course is 105. The glide slope check height at G is 1500. 1500. And the ILSDA is 343. I got there it is. 350 is set, and touchdown zone elevation of 143. That checks against the LFE. Minimum sector altitude, full sector around Baltimore Airport, 2,600 feet. Missed approach is glide 2,500 outbound on the Baltimore VOR radial 105 to Hertz intersection. And hold, or that's directed by ATC. So basically straight ahead, Hertz. Only a single load on this approach, DME required. There we go, radar required for procedure entering requirements. 30-degree glide slope, Happy's on the right, ALS at 2 lighting. RBR 1800 a half mile required. After we land on runway 10, we're going to vacate on the first convenient taxiway. It's probably going to be about halfway down on Delta. Maybe we'll miss that and go to uniform 2. From there, we're going to taxi in. The gate, I believe, is the gate Delta 7. I've got my parking gate here. Delta 7 is kind of in a weird little corner here. Very awkward spot for the size aircraft. It's going to be probably either Papa and then a Charlie, and it's at the bottom of the Delta X-ray here, or Uniform 2 Charlie, or Uniform Charlie, Papa Charlie. Either way, we'll taxi in, and yeah, terrain again, 2,600 feet is the highest MSA. Weather is not the best. It's above minimum, so it's let's just check and see the latest assistance for right now. Right now it's 3 miles in rain, mist, few at 400, overcast at 800, so it's more than good enough to shoot the approach and should be able to get in. If we don't, the alternate is back to Toronto, operational, just a note about the ILS. We're going to just say that the tower has said it's online, no MELs on the aircraft, and yeah, the alternate is back to Toronto. Fuel required to get back to Toronto is, I didn't write it down, I'll write it down. 2,500 kilos to get back to Toronto, and right now we're showing overhead with 3.1, so about 600 kilos to spare. We can probably get one more approach out of it, and we would have to back to Toronto. That's all I've got. Any questions? I see it down there. Beauty. We should be going to Top Drop shortly here as well anyways. I think we are shortly after Indy, so we're going to go ahead and say we got to descend via. So we're just going to put it all the way down to 4,000 here. descend via the first 3, all the way down to the bottom of 4,000. Pretty good. Takes a long time to dial that in. Alright, but we're getting there quickly. Please don't be alarmed when you see the scenery in Baltimore. It's freeware scenery. Apparently there is, I think, somebody's working on, apparently, some payware Baltimore scenery. I think it might be either Latin VFR or Capt, one of those two. I think it's working on some payware VFR scenery. Payware VWI scenery. Nobody's come out with it yet, so we just had to use the freeware scenery we got. I don't know how good it looks. If it looks crappy, I apologize. It's funny because it's funny when you think about how many airports get payware scenery versus how many airports don't, and then you get the same, you get multiple developers doing the same payware airports, and I find that a little bit redundant sometimes, especially when you get two very reputable developers trying to compete in the same airport. Guys, there's lots of airports out there that haven't been done, and maybe they're not all popular. They're not all JFKs. They're not all LAXs. But there's a pretty good community of developers out there. There are some pilots out there. And when you build good scenery, people use it. And that's the other thing, too, I think, that goes to a certain degree. Yes, people like to go to the big airports. They like to go to the common airports, and especially when they're going to get some ATC services where there's going to be events common. But I think there's a little bit of the if you build it, they will come philosophy too. Certainly, you get enough people that are willing. What the hell? Don't tell me it just crashed. Don't tell me it just crashed. Oh, for crying out loud. I think it just crashed. Oh, mercy. We were doing so well. We got this flight 3/4 done. I don't know what happened. Did it just pause? Does that pause on top drop turned on? I really hate that feature. That feature. There is pause. That's very fun. Oh, gave me a little heart attack there. Oh, all that work and I thought we weren't even going to make it. Hang. I guess it is a little bit tough as a developer to extend yourself out there and put out a scenery and hope someone will buy it. That's why you can go to much more famous airports as it were. But I think there's quite a big market, and certainly, like, as a purchaser of payware airports, they're the first ones I look to. The ones that I purchased now already that are in my library, those are the first ones I look to when I'm trying to pick a place to fly. And especially if I see events coming up that feature those airports, and I definitely try to make use of them. Maybe you spend good money on them, please. But I really wish you guys wouldn't keep competing with the same airports. We don't need two versions of Las Vegas. We really don't need like two versions of JFK. I guess you can argue that we maybe do need them. Competition is healthy, but there's so many good airports out there that have never been covered properly. And major airports, like airports that see a lot of it, like BWI is not a bad airport, and there's never really been a good model of it. I think DCA is one model of DCA available out there. It's not too bad as far as I can tell. But you get to other ones, I'm just trying to think right now. Salt Lake City, there's one that and it's not necessarily a busy airport, but what fantastic, beautiful scenery around there to fly in and out of. And a lot of these ones have got freeware airports and little else. So BWI is one, I think, of Jacksonville, one I went to not too long ago. That it's not the busiest airport in the world, but it's a decent-sized airport with a good amount of traffic. Should have a good model there. Just trying to think of some other ones. Detroit too. Detroit Metro, Cleveland. There's some airports that have. There's a payware one out there for Cleveland, but it's quite old. And they're not hubs anymore, but lots of people fly to Pittsburgh. It's another fantastic, beautiful airport, beautiful scenery around there. no payware airport available at the time, as far as I know. As far as I'm aware, we're prepared anyways, with the prepared FSFX as well. And there has to be some reinvention every once in a while as well. You know, if a payware airport was created for like FS9 and then ported to FSX, it's not really suitable for prepared anymore. Like, it's just such an old generation of development, and the standards have just moved up so much since then. So it bugs me when you see the same developers developing the same airports at the same time. There's so many beautiful airports out there, busy airports, and I'm just talking about there. Like, that's what I'm familiar with, but I'm sure that this is the same case in a lot of parts of the world. For a lot of airports. I think the UK is very well covered from what I've seen. It's not a huge country, and there's a lot of good quality airports built in the UK. Some countries seem to get a lot of support, some countries not. Yeah, take Canada for example. There's a lot of airports in Canada that there's no payware version whatsoever. There's just freeware Orbx versions. There's one payware developer that does quite a few Canadian airports. There's quite a lot of airports that are not really being done. I find it like, for the sake of the community, it's a bit of a waste of resources when two developers go and develop the same airport. I think we can do better. Anyway. And Rant. Get ready for this arrival into Baltimore here. Still see some crowd out there, but it's getting worse as we go further south here. Probably with Susquehanna River there, I bet. I had to wait for a guess. Susquehanna River. River that's carved its way right through the mountain there. And they Apple Lake is down the foothills down into the Chesapeake Bay. It's like one of the headwaters of Chesapeake Bay. Alright, so how are we doing here? So our first speed restriction is going to be Trish at 250. 75 miles. We're going to have to work the speed right at 250. There's too much other traffic. I see a few things out there in the VATSIM world, but not too much going to BWI. Kind of on our own here. A couple of DCAs like that. Again, and I think it also comes down to just let people support the save airports again, because they are major airports within each airspace. But it also comes down to, I think, people will fly to the airports that are well supported. So the LAXs, the SFOs, the ones that are famous but also well supported. Salt Lake City's one that surprises me because it's just such beautiful scenery. The airport's not particularly large. It's a decent sized airport with a decent amount of traffic, but just absolutely beautiful scenery around there, and you can do some wonderful things with it. Orbx, I'm looking in your direction, like we've seen what you've done with Citysburg. Could you do something similar with Salt Lake City? It's a much wider valley. You don't have the same crazy approaches you have in Innsbruck, but have some beautiful mountains not too far to either side. The departures are, they're not nearly as tight as the Innsbruck departures, but there are quite a few mandatory altitude restrictions due to the mountains that you're trying to climb out either direction, east, west, north, south, any direction really. So there's one that surprises me that has not been done properly. Detroit's another one. It's a busy airport. That's a major airport. For that one, you never have had payware scenery support. It's another one that surprises me. I don't know why I'm chastising the developers. Thank you guys for the good job you do on the scenery build. It just bugs me that you guys work on the same sceneries. And I realize once you invest the time into scenery too, the last thing you want to do when someone else announces it is just seize all your development stuff. I realize that probably some of what happens is just not being aware that other people have developed or have the scenery developed, and by the time either party makes the announcement, the other party's too far along to make a change. I get that. Just we can do better things with the resources. We have limited resources. I'm not going to buy two versions of the same airport. So probably the more likely, then it comes down to who should make what. I'm probably waxing way too much here. Alright. Coming down through transition altitude, so we had 3001 on the meter here,